proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you're at today. I couldn't tell it to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating.
The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Pressure, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
After the sack on first down, Jones, the linebacker Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. He'll get 3 up to midfield. 28, A.J.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Let's get off the field. What's going on? No, 66. Check curls.
From midfield, here's Brady. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. He was brought down at the 26. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They'll run it. Here's Dillon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Kickoff for Green Bay.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47.
Number 35.
That good for 22 and a 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
And the Giants first
now
down.
Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The 43-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Xavier McKinney on the
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Brady. He'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, We'll call this play significant.
They'll run here with Dillon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Brady going to throw. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Mason Crosby to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Ball carrier.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play.
Yeah, first round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Returnable here for Davis. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They go play action here on first down. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Hard throw, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field. Definitely
A lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Scrimmage. A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. 2nd
down and 12 at the 19-yard line. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports.
Packers 13. Giants 3.
On 2nd and 12, Brady got some room at the 30. Slant to Adams. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run now with Dillon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Brady to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 44-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Dillon. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Check, 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 check. Switch!
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. This is Dillon. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Giants' 22-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And his throw is incomplete.
Brady's pass.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Brady. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. He's at the 40. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10.
Makes the score Packers 13, Giants 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, they told us, they got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Shotgun now for Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They begin here with a run by Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
12.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fool them with the inside run.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing Jones. The open man is Smith. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. On 1st and 10, Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 15-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. Smith catches left side.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A quick toss out right. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
For the field goal, a 34-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will knot things up here late in the first half. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Dillon. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
3rd and 7.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Brady. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Giants. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. The final shot before break. Jones. He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we come upon halftime with a tie score, 13-all. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
It's up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run once more with Dillon. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
A.J. Dillon.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 1.
Wait, 20. Hey, you got 3, 3 down.
On 3rd down, Benjamin. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Now Jones. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. K1 short. Gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Andrews. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Number 35, the ball carrier.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Off play action, Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he missed it. It's no good. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Here's Dillon. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Jones on 1st down. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
1st down, New York.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Throw caught here by Bird. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Giants.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Andrews. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews.
Jones pass.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. From the gun, Jones got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Jones now on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Andrews. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
He's taken down at the
They certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
35.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
New York.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Now Jones throwing again. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side.
And he's into the clear. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon, 91 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Extra point try now for Crosby. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Packers 20, Giants 13. Mason Crosby.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
First down, New York.
Bring it!
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Andrews. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll run again here with Andrews. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
The tackle made.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
Darnell Savage.
That's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, it's Dillon. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This one caught by Davis. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
1st and 10.
Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They run again with Dillon. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On third down, here's Dillon. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Fourth down.
And Crosby puts it through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming out.
And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. After that sack, third and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to look. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
38 yards on the play.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game